can do, all that I can do. Loving you is all that I can do, all that I can do. I'm feeling you, shawty, I know you feeling me. It's not just your body, I love your energy. I love when you round, we got that chemistry. Whoa, whoa.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tyus the Flyest.
And it's your girl Raina.
And we are back with another Bloom Banger. You dig? Before we get into the video, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell, and all of that. So today we're going to be doing a mukbang / Q&A. Y'all been asking for this Q&A for about a week now. Well, over a week. But we said
over a week.
We said we would drop it at 4,000 views, and we got 4,000 views like last week. So we are over 4,000 views now. We're at like 4.2 or 4.3 or something like that. So it's way overdue, but we're also hungry and we got some food, so we're gonna make it a mukbang Q&A at the same time. So you wanna let them know what we got, baby?
We got Chicken Shack. My buffalo chicken fries. So yummy. And lemon pepper chicken tenders.
And then I got a 6-piece wing combo. 3 barbecue, 3 creamy garlic. If y'all haven't had the creamy garlic parmesan wings from the Chicken Shack, go try them. Fire, look at that.
Really, really. Okay. We're gonna get into it with these questions. The first question is first impression.
You want to go first or you want to go first?
I'm gonna go first because look, it's right here at the tip of my brain.
Okay.
So, my first impression of Tyus was that he was super fine, but I didn't want to be with him. I just wanted to, hit it and quit it, a little toot it and boot it. That's all it was supposed to be. And look at us 3 years later. Hey, look, I'm not even gonna lie. Girls think the same way guys do, so. Sorry, baby, but you were supposed to be a tooted and booted, but you're not.
So.
You're not tooted and booted.
So you mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me you looked at me and was like, damn, that nigga fine. I want to see what his dick here for. That what you?
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, I would say my first impression, she was in a group with a whole bunch of black girls. She was the only Mexican, so she stood out. So, yeah. My first impression was like, oh, she's a cute little Mexican. She's cute. And me and one of my homies at the time actually made a bet on her. But we'll get into that when we talk about how we first met and stuff like that.
Okay, the next question is future goals to accomplish.
So the main goal right now is, of course, to get our YouTube, rolling, more subscribers, and get to that monetizing off of the YouTube. And it's gonna take a lot of work, a lot of grinding, consistency, dedication, patience. It takes a lot of patience to edit these videos and to make them enjoyable and watchable for you guys, so that you guys can watch it from start to finish and give us those watch hours and stuff like that. There's actually a lot of stuff that goes into the YouTube stuff that y'all probably don't even realize. The behind the scenes stuff. There's a lot that goes into it. So salute to all of the YouTube couples out there doing their thing, because it's more than just sitting in front of the camera. It's a lot of work. If you really grinding and you really trying to get somewhere with it, it's a lot of work.
I'm so sorry, guys, but I'm hungry. I know I look like a pig right now, but I don't care. My future goals to accomplish is being on top of my health,
That's a good one.
becoming a Instagram influencer, working on YouTube, working at being better in front of the camera and learning how to just learning how to be better in front of the camera. Because I am the type of person that's kind of shy, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good so far.
So,
For pictures though, I'm not shy, but videos it's a little tricky for me.
So within this relationship, I'm not too outgoing, but I'm more like the goofy. I ain't afraid to be in the camera. I'm not shy or nothing like that. And she's more reserved, more feels a little bit awkward and stuff like that. So, but I know as we continue to progress in this, she's gonna loosen up and just, be herself in front of the camera, because that's how people resonate with you and that's how people begin to like you. If you just be yourself and you being real, you ain't trying to act like nobody you not and stuff like that. So I think with time she'll be good.
The next question is a dream vacation.
I always wanted to go to the Bahamas or something like that, something like really, really nice. Somewhere I ain't never been. And I love the water. I love the beach and stuff like that. So going to like somewhere really, really nice and beautiful like the Bahamas, I think that would definitely probably be a dream of mine to do something like that.
My dream vacation would have to be Bali.
Really? Actually, another place that I would like to go is Greece because of De'Aaron and Kim. They had went to Greece. I think that's where they got engaged at, if I'm not mistaken. But anybody who watches De'Aaron and Kim, y'all know they go like on crazy trips and stuff, and they do it big every time. They looks, they outfits are 10. And the places that they stay at, every time they get a room or like a house or anything, they always stay at some places like A1. So, and when they went to Greece, it was super, super nice, and it made me definitely put that on my wish list.
The next question is, how many kids do you guys want?
Realistically, I think I'll be cool with 3 kids. Realistically,
So that means 2 more.
I think I would really like 5 kids. I think that's more ideal for me. But realistically, because of my patience level and stuff like that, I think 3 would probably be max for me. Probably 1 boy, 1 girl. That'll make 2 boys and 1 girl with Ace. So
I would have to say 3 kids in total.
for me, why I would like to have 5 is because I come from like a big family, And I got my sisters and my brothers and stuff, and we was raised like super close knit and raised as like your brother and your sister. That's your brothers and your sisters. That's everything to you. Like, you love your brothers, you love your sisters. Like, that's your best friend. That's all you have in this world. Y'all look out for each other. And growing up and having that bond with my brothers and my sister and even my stepsister, just like having that bond with them and stuff, growing up like that, it was a good experience. So I would definitely like to give my kids a big family.
Patience level though is yelling 3 kids. Next question is, do you guys have names planned? We
do,
actually do, but we are not saying them.
But we don't
very beautiful.
Well, we really don't have like a girl name yet, but
we have a boy name.
We have a boy name that we kind of set on, and all of my children's names have to have some type of like meaning, because all my brothers and sisters' names have meanings. So it's very big for me to give my child a name that they could look up to and fill those shoes or whatever the meaning of their name is.
The next question is, who's more overprotective / jealous?
Raina, for sure.
Me.
For sure. You want to elaborate on it?
You said what?
I said you want to elaborate on it?
So, that's just me. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know an example, because there's been so many examples that...
She's real hot-headed, especially when it comes to what's hers. So 3 things,
maybe even 4, because look, my kid, you're not about to play with my kid. That's 1. 2, mine, what's mine? Yes, him. Don't play about it. Family is another one. Brandon don't play about. And food.
And food? Oh, I thought you was gonna say your money.
Oh, and my money. So that's 5. But yeah, I don't play about my money either.
But yeah, she's more the jealous type. I'm more like Kool-Aid bag. I don't really trip about shit like that. You know? Like if a nigga like her picture, heart her picture, comment on her photo and shit, that shit don't make me mad. I don't get bent out of shape over that shit. Now, if a bitch like my shit, heart my shit, comment on my shit, who is this? And da. You know what I'm saying? All of that. So
Okay, let's
I think that's just females,
let's go
though.
on to the next question. What's your definition of romance?
you wanna go first or?
You can go first.
Okay, so my definition of romance will probably just be like being catered to. I really like my woman to cater to me and make sure that I'm fulfilled in every level. That's cooking for me, that's cleaning, that's washing my laundry, that's you feel me in the bedroom and stuff like that. Just catering to me and just making me feel loved and confident and constantly, you know, not constantly stroking my ego, but just the, you know, positive affirmations here and there. Like, you know, she does, you know what I'm saying? When I get a haircut, she be like, oh, damn, you look good. Shit like that. Just letting me know that, you know what I'm saying? That you still find me attractive, that you still think I'm sexy, that you still, you know, all of that. So that's what I would say.
That would be my definition of romance too.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much everybody. I think everybody kind of craves that type of love
Definitely.
and affection.
Who is more of the risk taker?
Risk. I would probably say it's about a balance in that, depending on what we're taking a risk in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say so. As far as doing some like putting my life in danger and shit, that's probably her. She's probably more like the daredevil when it comes to that. As far as taking risk like in business.
You only live once.
Yeah, she has that motto.
That's why I live the way I live, because you only live once.
She has that motto, and I have like my life is valuable to me. Like I'm not finna just go skydiving. I'm not finna jump off no shit. I'm not finna go swim with the sharks. I'm not finna do none of that. I mean, I might get in the cage with the sharks and stuff like that. But there's just some things I'm just like, I value my life, you know? And her is like, you only live once. But as far as taking risks like in business and just like real life risks, you know, like shit like that, I'd definitely be more the risk taker.
We're trying to ask, but we gave you answers for both. So, do you guys have a bucket list? I don't. I'm just rolling with life.
Yeah, no, I don't really have a bucket list. I mean, there's a couple things that I would want to do before I die, but I don't really have like a list like that I could think of. I probably got to do that. We probably do got to sit down and write a bucket list.
For sure.
So we can start accomplishing some things.
What's your guys' favorite food? Might have to be seafood.
Yeah, that'll definitely probably be for you. For
And
me,
chicken. I don't like meat.
Yeah, I think for me,
Anything chicken.
yeah, I love chicken. I don't really have like a favorite food though, like a favorite. Probably soul food. I love soul food. I like chicken. I like ribs, macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese, greens, stuff like that. I really love soul food. I would say my favorite is soul food.
The next question is, what do you guys like about each other?
I'd be here all day, baby, if I had to say what I really, really like about you, you know? But my top thing that I like about her is her loyalty. The loyalty that she gives me is priceless, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the things that we go through as a couple, because she's so loyal to me and stuff like that, that like overpowers any little hurdles and stuff that we have in our relationship. Because I just think like she got what really matters, you know, and that's the loyalty and love that she give me. So that's what I would say. It's probably what was the question? Favorite?
What do you guys like best about each other?
Yeah, that's probably what I would like best about her. Oh, I will also say that she takes direction well, on some things. She takes direction well when it really, really matters. She knows how to take direction. You know, like if I tell her, if I'm teaching her, she'll really soak up the knowledge and retain it. You know, she'll really retain the knowledge and keep it in her mind. And she'll be around me and she'll start using the words that I use, or she'll start talking the way I talk. And that's sexy to me. You know what I'm saying? That's one of like the most sexiest traits in a woman to me, when she can listen to her man and really, because a lot of females is just hard-headed, you know? They just feel like they know it all. Can't nobody tell them nothing. And that's a dumb girl for you. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I'm like that, but not all the time.
That's what I'm saying. When it's stuff that really matters, you definitely like, okay, let me listen to him because he's saying some real shit.
The best thing about you is that you are a very good teacher. Very good teacher. Super freaking smart. Super freaking smart. Like, it makes no sense. But that's what I like the best about you, and that you change me as a person, change me into someone better. And that mouth, boy.
My mouth, like I got a big vocabulary. That what you saying? It's your nasty ass.
Very big vocabulary.
You like with that mouth do?
Yes.
Cookie Monster.
That he is.
All right, what's the next question?
I'm stuck on the last question.
That's crazy.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. What's the craziest dream you ever had?
Dream? I might have had a lot of crazy dreams.
Let me not even start on the dreams because we'll be in here fighting.
She be having dreams that I cheated on her and stuff like that. She wake up and be like, I had a dream that you cheated on me. It was a dream. But I don't know. I can't really think of no. I know I had a lot of weird dreams though.
Me too, but I just don't want to talk about it.
I think the weirdest dreams that I had is like people that I don't even really know like that.
Or in your dreams.
Yeah, like they end up. Like I'll see them at the gym or like at school and shit. And I don't even know them, know their name or nothing. But for some reason they end up in my dream.
Yeah.
That's the stuff to be crazy to me. Like why are you in my dream? I don't even know you. Back curve from the gym.
Next question is how y'all meet each other.
That's a good question. We actually, a lot of these questions will probably sound familiar to a lot of you guys because we actually did one of these back in the day, probably about a year ago, huh?
Yeah,
we did
on Facebook Live though.
We did a Facebook Live when we answered some of these questions. So, but for those of y'all who don't know us and y'all just getting familiar with us, she was actually my older sister, Jasmine. She used to run with Jasmine and that whole group. It was all friends and stuff like that. So one night, Shaniqua S. Love, who was a singer from Fresno, had a performance at some like little hall thing or whatever. And then after that,
it was Halloween. It was around Halloween.
Oh yeah, it was a Halloween party, like an after party. Then we went to this other hall to go party. And that's when I had seen her. And like I said earlier, one of my homies at the time, we was there together. I keep saying my homie at the time. We still cool and shit. But back then, we was at the spot together. And we had seen her. And he was like, hey, bro, that little Mexican that be with your sister, she cute, huh? I'm like, yeah, I've been seeing her in pictures and stuff. Like, yeah, she cute. She stand out. Like, yeah, she cute. And then... Yeah, nah, for real, I was like, yeah, she cute. But at that point in my life, I was a real dog-ass nigga. Like, I wasn't... So, I seen her, she was cute and all that, but I had a couple other joints in the building at that time that I knew, like, for sure I could go home with and shit like that. You feel me? Just thinking like a dog. But then, my homie was like, I bet you can't get her number. I bet you can't talk to her. And y'all know me being me. I'm like, what? You said I can't talk to who? He like, you said that's your sister friend. She older than us. And she ain't worried about you. You a little boy and all that, right? So I'm like, all right, nigga, watch this. So she was standing next to my sister, Jasmine. So I kind of bumped into her a little bit, right? So she stood back and looked at me. I was like, oh, my bad. She's like, it's okay. And I said, but do you mind taking me and my sister picture real quick? And she was like, yeah. So she took my phone.
And let's just put this out there. I was not worried about him yet.
She wasn't worried about me.
I wasn't.
So,
Not at all.
but I just wanted to like put my you know, make her see me and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted her to
He
take
wanted
a,
to put his face in the presence,
like
of me.
Yeah, so I was like up close to her, you feel me? And I'm like, she like looked back and I could tell, you feel me? She looked at me from head to toe and I'm like, okay, that's all I needed, you know? So I'm like, my bad. She's like, it's okay. I saw blah, blah, blah. I'm like, take our picture. So she taking our picture and Jasmine's like, bitch, that's my brother. And Raina was like, bitch, I know who he is. So when she said that, I'm like, okay, it's a done deal. She know me. She must have seen me on Facebook or she just know what me, you know. She know who I am. So I'm like, I got it in the bag. So anyway, the night ended. We pulled up to the gas station. And then
we pulled up to the gas station, and at that time, I was doing what I wanted to, too. I was had my eyes on a couple different people, couple different dudes or whatever. And Tyus didn't really even just cross my, wasn't paying attention to him at all within that time. So I added him on Facebook. He added me back.
Yeah, so the next morning I woke up after that night and I had a friend request from Raina Garcia. It was Raina Garcia. It was Raina Garcia on Facebook.
Don't say my motherfucking
that ain't even your real name.
I know, but you almost did.
But yeah. So I get a friend request from Raina Garcia. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. She was feeling the kid last night. She liked the way I look or whatever, so she added me on Facebook. So I go ahead and accept the request. After that, she liking my shit, I'm liking her shit. She hearting my shit, I'm hearting hers. So then it came to this one post where I shared, and it was a little freak nasty. And she had hearted that one. That was like the first, because we were just liking. When I shared that freak nasty post, she hearted it. So I tagged her in the comments, and I'm like, at Raina Garcia, don't play with me. And she said, boy, ain't nobody playing with you. She said, boy, ain't nobody playing with you. I said, okay, well, hit me up then. And she said, you can hit me up. So I'm like, oh, okay. She one of them. So I hop in her DM or inbox or whatever. And I'm like, what's up? Can I get your number? And she was like, no. I said, I can't get your number. She said, no, you can get to know me on here first. I don't just give anybody my number. I don't even know you. So we was going back on Facebook for probably about a week, and then I got the number. And then after that, it was just been history. 3 years. Since years. After I got the number, we was texting all day, on the phone all day, all night. There was just
school breaks.
I'll talk to her when I wake up to go to school. When I go to my class, we would hang up. As soon as the class end, we calling each other back. She knew what time my classes was. She knew my schedule. She would call me. I would call her. And then there was just one time she had went out with one of our friends, Crystal, and her and Crystal was sliding that night. They was just going everywhere. So her phone, we was talking the whole time. Crystal like, damn, bitch, like you just really finna stay on the phone with him? So Crystal, they pulled up to this spot. Crystal got out to see her dude or something. I don't know what she did, but Raina's phone ended up dying. But Raina we was so into each other. She told Crystal, bitch, why you going there? Let me get your phone so I can call him back. So while Crystal went there with her dude, I don't know what she was doing, but yeah, when Crystal left, Raina stayed in the car and she called me off Crystal's phone after her phone died, and we just talked all night. And and at that point, we was talking for like weeks. We didn't see each other, we didn't link up or nothing. We were just phone conversations, FaceTime, text messages, stuff like that. And then I finally gave her my Eddie and she pulled up. And then, yeah, I mean, it's really history after that.
And he swore he knew how to cook, came up with a salty ass plate of spaghetti.
That's a story time.
Yeah, that is a story time.
We say that for another time. Okay. But let me go see what sorry about that, y'all. We got interrupted. I had to go answer the door real quick. But the last question that we had was
relationship advice.
Relationship advice. How do we
get
through that?
You know what says just beat the nigga up, period. I'm just playing.
You ain't never beat me up.
I'm just playing.
But
relationship advice would be
relationship advice as far as how we get through the ups and the downs is what they asked.
That's what they asked.
So I think as far as like the bad times, we probably what you think? How do we get through it?
Before it would be chaos, and now we are growing. Well, that we grew, we're growing still. we kind of just talk it out. Sometimes we still have disagreements, but
I think the main thing that we do now is that when one of us gets upset or whatever, we just leave the other person alone and go cool off and then come back. Because when you're in each other's face and y'all both are mad and stuff like that, it's hard to really, it don't get nowhere. And then the emotions start flying. You start saying stuff you don't mean. You start making the situation even worse. So I think the biggest thing when we getting into it and stuff is that we just go to the other room, just separate for a minute. Once we cool down, then we come back together, and it's like, you know, it's not all, you don't have to get to that next level.
Yeah.
So I think that'll probably be the biggest thing is when we're having our bad days. As far as the good days, we just always remember, like I said earlier, I think about the loyalty and the love that she has for me, and vice versa. You feel me? We just think about the good times. We think about Ace and how he would feel, you know,
if we had to go our separate ways.
If we had to go our separate ways and everything like that. And that's pretty much it. We just try to
understand each
other, be patient.
Don't yell. Don't try to do the most about any little thing. I feel like a lot of relationships, emotions or feelings. A lot of relationships, I feel like they'll have a little problem and blow that shit up this big.
Right.
And it don't even need to go that far.
And that's how we was in the beginning. It'd be the littlest things.
Littlest things. Little. Then it'd be like boom.
It'll just blow up into some whole other stuff.
That it didn't even need to go that far. But now that we're growing more and more, we figured out ways to avoid situations getting out of hand.
Definitely. So, yeah. But yeah, that was the last question, you guys. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys were able to get to know us a little bit better. I hope we answered everybody's questions. We're gonna do a part 2 of the Q&A, but it's gonna be a spicy Q&A because we had a lot of explicit questions that were being asked as well. But we're gonna split that into a whole different section. So let's get this video to at least 2,000 views, and then we'll drop the spicy Q&A. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so that you are notified every single time we upload. Also today, which y'all didn't know, is I pranked her. I did a prank on her. I did the hickey prank. So that'll be posted after this video as well. I'll probably get that up tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned for that.
Guys, that's tore up on this here camera.
Nah, for real. It was a really good video. Y'all really gonna like that. So tomorrow that'll be posted. And yeah, we out.